with the Russian turncoats and Magnum TA being a star and all of the stuff around the tag teams and the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express and the $50,000, and also Junkyard Dog being painted yellow and also tarred and feathered in a really quite difficult to watch promo or vignette or angle. Mid-South got a lot going on at the moment. So what do? This episode on the 31st of May 1984. Crockett and Tubbs. There you go. They give us a heel turn. Or is it a face turn? Or is it just a turn? I don't quite know what it is, but it almost gave me one because it comes out of nowhere. Anyway, let me take you through this. Not a lot seems to happen. It's JR with Joel Watts, the coming man, folks. The coming man, who still really does need a bit of a charisma. He's had a charisma bypass. He could do with a wit injection. But anyway, we've got, as promised last week, the there's a screen fell around. I might get a 99 later. Anyway, we've got some world-class championship wrestling stuff, with Mr. Garvin and with Mr. Adams, Gentleman Chris, and their valets, or it's a feature of 1980s wrestling, isn't it? And you've got in mid-Atlantic wrestling, you have the Perfect 10. She's called Baby Doll, isn't she? That's not acceptable, is it? It is the 80s, so I'm not explaining it away, but got to consider this. So we've got the two companions who are Precious and Sunshine. Yeah, there's the names, you see. And apparently Sunshine has had a kind of nervous breakdown and been institutionalised. I mean, I don't think that's definitely the case, is it? And so, in World Class Championship Wrestling, her aunt, who's apparently a trucker, see, there are no redeeming features in this promo, really, or this angle, are there? Stella May has come to help. She's beaten up Mr. Garvin, and she smacks everybody, actually, including the people she's come to help. Chris Adams doesn't seem to be able to control her, and what Jim Ross says is that she uttered a few epithets. Doesn't say it in that way, but some of the language she uses is not really what they want to see on Mid-South Wrestling, so they bleeped it out. I think the only word that she uses is ass. And I'm going to beat your ass, that kind of. I don't really think that's. Was that? I mean, really, you've got two valets called Sunshine and Precious. You've got a lady trucker, and you're making a lot of that, and then you're bleeping out the word ass. Anyway, I don't know why they're bringing this in. It must be a talent swap. It's got to be, because they're bringing this angle into Mid-South when Mid-South don't need any more angles. They've already got quite a lot. For instance, Mr. Cornette, who won the titles back last week from the Rock and Rolls, who won it in nefarious ways by, it seems, stealing somebody's garb. Mr. Wrestling and Mr. Wrestling 2, actually, their outfits, wearing masks and then pulling the masks off just before they won the titles. And the Midnight Express had said they wouldn't fight the Rock and Rolls that week, and it was allowed to stand. So, winning it back even more nefariously by an ether-soaked rag, which was sported by Mr. Cornette, seems to be turnaround, being good, being fair play. He's delighted in that he says that he comes from Kentucky and he wants people to listen to him because he's thoroughbred stock, and he even gives us a double bicep pose, curling pose, to show off his red trousers and green jacket. Come on, Jimmy. Anyway, next we've got Dale Veazey and Steve Brinson versus the Rock and Rolls. I wonder who's going to win. Well, it's good tag team smoothness, actually, for the Rock and Rolls. No one ever said they were a bad tag team, did they? And not even me. There's a VC slam actually, but Morton holds onto the arm, and a Gibson drop kick, and then the double drop kick, which does look very good for that pin. Next, you've got Sonny King, who came in last week and spoke about the Junkyard Dog being tarred and feathered situation, and spoke from the heart, and spoke about the implications and the connotations of this for a black wrestler. And Sonny King is a black wrestler himself. It was really well done, and he is now in the territory, which seems to cheapen it a little, because it's, oh, here he spoke because he's in the territory. I kind of knew he was, but anyway, he's facing Masaru Ito, and of course they're worried about the karate moves of Masaru Ito, which basically accounts for a knife-edge chop and a kick to the belly. Those are not karate moves, are they? You know, I mean, I've seen Karate Kid movies, they don't do any of that. Well, not much of it anyway. Now, there's a Sonny King arm bar, and Masaru Ito gets to the ropes. That's done twice. Well, I quite enjoyed that. Let's do it again. No, because the fans might not like it. And the fans are really into the whole ethos of this, aren't they? So, I like the way that he has him on the mat, does Sonny King, pushes his head into the mat, which causes Masaru Ito's body to bend in a kind of bow and arrow type way. Really well done by Masaru Ito. I mean, King didn't do very much, did he? He just pushed his head into the mat, but Masaru Ito did very nicely. I like the way that Sonny King smacks the right hand right into him, hits the headbutt. He's thrown into the ropes, is Masaru Ito, and he doesn't quite make it to the ropes. He sort of tumbles before he gets there. I don't know if he's been knocked silly. He does have to take another headbutt, though. That's the pin. I think he might have been hurt, you know. Right, here comes the silliness this week. You are going to have a couple of matches after this, but this is really your main event, because it's for the championship around the waist at the moment of Magnum TA, North American Belt. And it's facing Mr. Wrestling 2. Mr. Wrestling 1, or rather just Mr. Wrestling these days, he's in the ring, and of course Mr. Wrestling 2 is his protege, who wants to talk about something, how he should have the title shot, it seems, and Mr. Wrestling does no more, Mr. Wrestling 2 does no more than immediately turn around and smack him up, knocking him from the ring to the ground, and he's helped back to the locker room, to the dressing room. I never saw that coming, did you? I thought they were both together. I didn't think there were any dissension in the ranks, but apparently that's the case. We don't know whether Mr. Wrestling 2 is now a heel, because he's facing good guy Magnum, but Mr. Wrestling's a heel, isn't he? So does that make Mr. Wrestling 2 a face? I don't know. It looks as if they're trying to make Mr. Wrestling 2 into a face, because JR starts calling him, he starts saying how awesome he is. So, I just don't know. There's a Magnum back suplex here. He misses her into the corner, and Mr. Wrestling 2 takes over. He gets a long 2 count from the work he does. He gets a headlock in there, spinning neck breaker, vertical suplex is quite nice. He misses a jump off the top. There's a Magnum backdrop, a belly-to-belly suplex, because that's his finishing manoeuvre. Mr. Wrestling 2 kicks out. They've allowed him to do that, so obviously they have a lot planned for him, clearly. Then there's a ref bump, which is a shame, really. Mr. Wrestling comes out, attacks Mr. Wrestling 2, slams him. He slams him so close to the ref, actually, Mr. Wrestling 2 hits the ref. He can't have enjoyed that. A knee lift sends Mr. Wrestling 2 out, because he's got that assisted knee, with the metal panel thing in it. But then Magnum TA sees his opportunity, gets the drop kicks in there, and a belly-to-belly suplex for the pin. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. And then you've got the Mr. Wrestlings squaring up, and Mr. Wrestling 2 leaving. So are they going to make Mr. Wrestling into a heel now, a face now? Because he's not been a heel for long, has he? Probably about 2 months. He was a face before. He was a rough son of a gun, but a face. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, and I don't think they know what they're doing. And they've got enough going on at the moment without bringing something in from World Class Championship Wrestling and then having the Wrestlings, the Mr. Wrestlings, fall out with each other. Anyway, that's your main event, and as usual, they've got standby matches. I don't know why they don't plan this better. It's Butch Reed and Buddy Landau versus Mark Ragin and Mike Jackson. Now, Mark Ragin was he's that Michael Jackson impersonator thing, isn't he? And he's been really bigged up for the last 2 weeks. Here he is now as a jobber. He doesn't actually get in, which they're protecting him to a certain extent. But Mike Jackson tries hard, drop kick, Reed just smacks him from the apron. It's all downhill from there for him. He then comes in, gets a suplex, there's a kick out. He gets a sort of X Factor. Facebuster does Reed. I know that's to come, but there you go. And then Reed hits that slingshot, which is Butch Reed, which is like it's sort of a shoulder block, really. And Jackson takes the pin. As I say, Ragin didn't get in at all, and or Reagan didn't get in at all. I don't know what they're doing with him. I don't think Mid-South know either. There's so much going on. They don't know what they're doing with it. And then we've got Crusher Khrushchev versus Lanny Poffo. I don't think it's for the title, but I do like Lanny Poffo's kip up and drop kick early on. But Khrushchev just seems to want to pick him up and slam throw him. He almost lawn darts him on the first, but he does this, I think, 4 times. That's not a wrestling match. It's a succession of moves. It's a nasty suplex, though, and Poffo tries to fight back, but there's a boot and some shots, another slam, and that reverse backbreaker. They've only got 2 minutes left, folks, for the pin. And I don't know why this is your final match. Why can't they plan things better? And why can't they stop making angles happen? Just concentrate on what you've got. I know it's moving the needle and moving the metrics, and you've got to do something every week. But really, just concentrate on what's here. You could have Sonny King and the Junkyard Dog this week teaming up. We could have Junkyard Dog going out saying, I don't want you to fight my battles for me. That would be so exciting. Maybe it'll happen next week. But you didn't need World Class Championship Wrestling coming in. And you didn't need that sudden turn from Mr. Wrestling 2 to Mr. Wrestling, particularly as they don't quite know what they're doing with it. Too much. There's too much choice, and that's the tyranny. Ta-ta.